Okay, next is roast meats at Old Airport Road Food Centre. Now to be honest, roast meats, especially the roast duck and the roast pork, are great keto and carnivore dishes to eat. But I'm a bit torn as to which stall to recommend. There are 3 roast meat stalls located within the food centre, but all of them don't quite come up to the mark. None of them are what I would call something you would want to travel half across Singapore for. So I would only eat the roast meats if I was in the area and I was craving for some. If I was craving for some roast pork in particular, I will order some from Roast Paradise. Now this roast meat stall is actually quite popular for their sinful pork belly char siu. But unfortunately that doesn't seem to apply on a low carb diet because of course char siu is simply too sweet. Thankfully their roast pork is pretty good. It's got a nice crispy skin and it's developed a little bit of that floured up crispiness. And the meat itself is also pretty juicy too, not dry. Most of the time the roast pork is done well. But that's not always the case and the quality can be inconsistent. So bear that in mind. Also worth ordering are their lava eggs, which have nice soft-scented egg yolks. The egg whites are also nicely soft textured. While the eggs are marinated in some soy, the flavouring is very light. So don't expect a flavour blast here. Now a note about the roast duck from Roast Paradise. Their roast duck is actually pretty good and is worth eating if you're not on keto. It's got a nice crispy skin and decently moist meat too. Unfortunately, they pour on this sauce which is simply too sweet. I've tried ordering it without the sauce, but it is too bland as a result. So a lot of the flavour is actually inside the sauce itself. So you really need a non-sweet sauce to go with it. Ideally one which is made using the duck juices mixed with the 5-spice and salt marinade. And for that, head to this stall called Xiang Roasted Meats, which opened some 2 years ago. And their roast ducks are by and large pretty well done. Their duck skin has the right glossiness and the right soft crispness. The meat has a medium chew with a nice amount of tender moistness inside. The best part is that they only pour on flavoured duck juice on the meat, which as I said is 5-spice powder, salt and the duck juice itself. That's it. It adds the right amount of oil-rich moisture to the meat and there's no sugar in it. The reason why I don't recommend this stall wholeheartedly is because their roast pork can be very inconsistent. Sometimes the roast pork is not crispy enough, the skin is not floured up enough, or that sometimes the meat comes too soft, or that the meat is a little on the dry side. So yes, the best roast meats at Old Airport Road Food Centre are from 2 different stalls and for different meats. That's how it is.